Good morning, everybody. This is Karen of KVH Stitches. This is my Flosstube 29, and it's May 14th of 2025. My little clicker is given out, so that's already happened. This is going to be a bit of a ride. So anyway, this is my Flosstube channel about cross stitch. Excuse me. I thought most of my cough is gone, but it's still there a little bit, so hopefully we will get through this. I am going to start with a bit of a life update, and I know that some people don't really enjoy that portion, and this one's going to be a bit of a thing, so if you want to fast forward or whatever it is that you need to do, that's fine. I do these floss tubes for me, and I just am who I am, and I find that if I just say the stuff and be honest, I don't need to be honest for you, I need to be honest for me, and then I just get it out, and then I can enjoy completely immersing myself in the thing that I love to escape for a little bit. And so I'm going to do that first. So first things first, my son's eye, and I really hope this is the last time I have to talk about this. It won't be the last time that we have to deal with it, but last time I talked to you, we got approved for the laser surgery. That did not work. And so we are at the end of the road. So we did see his retinal doctor, who said, you know, look, we are at the end of the road. What will happen is that his eye will start to shrink, and eventually that will become painful, and eventually it will have to be removed. And he said, I don't think we need to fast forward and meet that. I think we can sit back and let that come to us a little bit. Obviously, I have concerns around a teenager having chronic pain, so that's a very scary balance for me. But it also felt good to be like, okay, he's going to have to go to the eye doctor every 6 months anyway to have his good eye checked for the rest of his life. That's never going to change. So it feels okay right now to just take some time and see if that comes to us. The doctor said it could be 6 months. It could be 2 years. We don't really know. His eye has so much damage to it that he thought, well, maybe if we stop poking at it, it will be slower. But anyway, there's a lot of complications in deciding when and when not to do that process. But for right now, we decided we just wanted to take a break from the appointments and the trips and everything, and just take a breather and go into summer vacation and just try to enjoy it. So anyway, that's where we're at. I don't know when that will come. Anyway, so we felt good, and we were just going to take a breath. And then 2 days later, my husband lost his job. And so he would be mortified that I just said that, but it's my life too. And so in a few months' time, we're not going to have an income or insurance or anything else. So I, at 50 years old, have to kind of figure out a whole new life. So I don't know what that's going to mean for anybody. Sorry, I don't want to cry. Hopefully we'll figure something out. I don't know what that looks like right now. I am a former teacher, and I had applied for a few jobs, but then just last night, our school district had to make some cuts, so they cut all the open positions. So that's not going to work out. So anyway, none of that matters. What I'm saying this for is that my stitchy life over the last few weeks, everything kind of fell apart. And I don't know what this will look like. I may come back and do floss tubes like nothing's happening. I may not do floss tubes anymore. I hope to. I like it. But I just don't know what my stitching is going to look like. And so And that should be my very last concern. Anyway, what I have noticed is that, and I think you'll see the shift today, and when I first started my floss tubes, it was when we were kind of in the midst of all the medical stuff, and I said my stitching has shifted from doing multiple little things to just one thing, because, and I found this to be true over the last few weeks, the too many choices just left me going, I can't deal. And so I didn't do anything, and that wasn't good. It's good for me to stitch. And so you're gonna see I just picked one thing, and I've been working on that. So anyway, so it goes. Anyway, I know some people say you shouldn't share your life, and some people choose not to. And just remember, we're real people back here who have things going on in their lives, whether they share them or not. And again, I share for me. I can say it and kind of give ownership to it, and then I can take a second and just enjoy the thing I love. So we're going to get on to the thing I love. So the stitching. Again, I don't have as much progress as I might usually have, and that's okay. So FFOs. I have one FFO. This is a freebie from Plum Street Samplers. It's called Zoya and Hog. I did this for my freebie for Jacinta Crafting on the Plains has a hashtag of Year of Freebies Sal. And so I did this for that. And I was trying to do a freebie every month. Hopefully I'll do more freebies. Obviously I'm not buying anything anytime soon. So I have Osterberg, I have DMC, and I have freebies. So I can stitch for the rest of my life happily. Don't worry about me. So here, this is Zoya and Hog. I love it. I just love it. And I put these boom boxes on the back. I just didn't really know what would fit, and flowers weren't it, so that's what I did. So, and I have over here a stack of 4 pieces I was going to frame this weekend, and it didn't happen. Oh, by the way, happy Mother's Day to everybody, and for all the things. I send you love. Anyway, so that was my FFO. Moving on. My 27.5 and my 2 threads, a lot of the 2 threads I didn't even bring up. Those were the things that took the biggest hit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is my 27.5 project. I try to work on it 27 minutes, 5 days a week, and sometimes I don't. It's from the Scarlet Letter, Peacock, Unicorn, and a Badger. And last time we were like at the typewriter. I made it all the way to the end, and then I made it back, and I haven't done much, to be honest. I came in here, I did this flower. Excuse me. I did some fill in here, and then I've started, there's a strawberry here that goes down, another strawberry here, and then there's a big flower right here. So, I'm just outlining now, and then I'll fill in. Oh, this background fill in's gonna be a beast, but it'll happen. That's Peacock, Unicorn, and a Badger. Excuse me, I am sorry. One of my 2 threads a day is this. My brain doesn't really work right now. This is from Primrose Cottage. It's called Autumn Quilt, and I've just taken a portion. I'm making monthly quilt squares out of it. And I think I showed these all to you. But I think I finished June, and I just got a little bit of start on July. So I'm going to keep going with these. I'm halfway. And these are good because I've memorized the pattern. So they're a little bit better. But again, not much progress on that. The only, the other 2 threads a day that I started, I do Mountain Out of a Mill Hill kit every month. I have my son pick one. And this one is tomato pincushion. This one's a little complicated. I had these reds. For some reason, I don't know, again, I know I've said this, but some of the kits say how many strands of each color, some don't. So I think I have it right, but who cares? Anyway, I've got to start on it. And this is one thing I would really like to keep up with, doing these once a month. It gets me a small finish, but it also is using up that stash that I've now started to feel quite guilty about. So I do want to try to get this one done in May, which gives me not a ton of time from now, but oh goodness. Okay. Anyway, hold please, let me kind of rearrange this stuff. So these were just pieces that I worked on throughout the month. So I have, anyway, this is Quilting with Nico bag, and I feel like I showed this last time. It's called the Watcher. And I started this with my friend Christina, and she said, I'm going to take this out in April. Do you want to take yours out? And I did. And oh, this chart. So, okay, so I did this big leaf. Whoops, sorry. It's it's this one over here. So I'm trying to get all this done and then do all the back stitch, which is probably going to be a nightmare, but the chart is handwritten. I don't know. I can kind of show a little bit. Can I show a little bit? It's handwritten, and it's going to be confusing. So I feel like I'm going to really need to depend on the picture. I don't know. I should probably be doing that backstage now, but I'm not. So anyway, I took that one for a little bit out in April, and it's going back in the pile for now just because my kind of working on multiple things is just not working for me right now, which is fine. The other one I took out, this is I love this bag. This is from Kathy's Posies on Etsy. And this was my Nashville start. My Nashville start. The two projects I got out of Nashville were this that I kitted and Pigeon Puddle, which I also kitted. I had plans to start that. I didn't. But I did start this on Mother's Day. And this is called Ducks in the Orchard by A Gardener's Needle. And I'm only doing this inside portion. I'm not doing the border or the alphabet or anything. And so I decided, for me, if I'm going to use variegated floss, I like a more plain linen. And if I'm going to use a mottled linen, I like DMC. To me, this is a little hard to kind of decipher. So I chose 36 count summer khaki. And I started this again on Mother's Day. And I got that far. We had a nice Mother's Day. For some reason, we watched Mission Impossible movies. I think 3 of them. So I was not paying a ton of attention to my stitching, but it was fun. My kid likes that stuff. So it was actually a very nice distraction from the world. So that is Ducks in the Orchard, and I started that for Mother's Day. As of right now, it's just going into the wet pile, and we'll see. Now, the next 3 are the things I've worked on most, and I want to, I think, kind of my next step. Sorry, it just got dark outside. They're the things I kind of want to concentrate on finishing. So, this, oops, my floss is caught in my zipper. Ooh, that was scary. So this is an animal cracker. Sorry, this is one of the older animal crackers from Stacey Nash. This is Theodore. I've been calling him Thomas. Oh, how sad. But this is Theodore. And Rebel Stitcher, Colleen, her birthday is in May. And she is doing a birthday kind of sal with the hashtag No Naked Critters Sal. So I love that. That's hilarious. And then my friend Sally, Flossie Sews and Grows, she's doing like a little, she has a little stitchy group, and sure. Oh God, I should have moved to London. Oh, life choices. Anyway, her little group is doing, they all picked animal crackers. She's doing the cute little is it a snow fox? I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, and she's doing that with Cheshire Stitchers. So I just thought, oh, okay. So I've had this guy going for a long time. Oh, what are we on? We are on 36 count Winter's Brew. And poor headless cat. Anyway, so I came down here. I think I finished this leg, and I've done all of this leg. Then I'm going to come up and do his arms and his head, because that's just sad. So anyway, this is for those 2 sals. And this is great. It's total block stitching. Once you kind of make your way, it's great block stitching. And just FYI, these pantaloons, I stitched these up and down to get that gradient. I think you can see. There you go. So I have this out for those sals, but this is one that I feel like I would like to finish. And then I have a whole stack in here. I also have, oh gosh, I made a total mess. I also have Henrietta. I love her. I have Harrison. And I have the sweet one, Maggie May. So, again, I have plenty to do, but I would like to get that one done. Also, again, I would like to practice shapes again on my sewing machine. So that's part of why I would really like to get that one done. Next up, this is a portfolio. Excuse me. Oh, Flosstube Ventinos. It's a real thing. Oh, sorry. Joanna 1966 on Etsy. I love this. And this houses my, ouch, my Scattered Seas samplers. This is from the club this year. Yep, not gonna work, is it? Sorry. It's called the Vintage Feathers. So we got the full kit. And this is on 36 count. Oh, it's that one. Vintage Country Mocha. Here's the flosses are in DMC. They come on this cute little card. And here's where I am. I haven't even used my pointer. So I'm right now, this is fully done. The vase is fully done and I'm filling in the bird. So this is a little bigger than I thought it was gonna be, but I would really like to get, you get 3 of these kits over the course of the year. So I would like to get this one done before the next one arrives. So we'll see. Again, I'm kind of shifting towards just picking up one thing and stitching on it until it's done. So in line next to do that, I'm going to show the one that I'm doing it with. And then I'm going to focus on finishing my animal cracker, finishing this birds, and finishing my Mill Hill in the month of May. So this brings me to the one that I have been working on. It was actually, I went to my stitching group. I had missed stitching group for a while. Just everything kind of went haywire. And last week I went to my stitching group and one of my lovely friends said, "But are you stitching?" And I was like, "Not really." And I thought, that's so stupid. So I was stitching on this at stitching group and I have not stitched on anything else since. So this is from the Prairie Schooler. This is 12 Days of Christmas. And it is all done in DMCs. Oh, I love a Prairie Schooler. I just love a Prairie Schooler. And I'm stitching this on 36 count summer khaki. Oops, it's a little big. So I've gotten quite a bit done. So when I was at stitching, I was stitching on 3 French hens. So I have, oh, well, the board is backwards. It probably doesn't help as much. So I was working on 3 French hens. So I did ladies dancing. I did these 4 squares, calling birds, Lords of Leaping, and I think Days of Christmas. So I've gotten quite a bit done. This is 5 golden rings I'm working on. And then I have 2 more squares down here. So I love this piece. I borrowed the chart from a friend, so I would like to get the chart back. And it's just been perfect. It's 36 count. It's DMC. It's really relaxing. I really love it. And so I'm just sticking with it. I'm sticking with it for now. And I think that I'm going to stitch it until it's done. And then I'm going to stitch the cat till he's done. Then the birds till they're done. And hopefully in between get progress on the Mill Hill. So those are my thoughts as well, my plans. And again, hashtag no naked critter sale for Colleen's birthday. So if you have, and I think everybody on the planet now has a animal cracker, go ahead and pull that one out. All right, so obviously my bag pulls of the week have taken a hit. I have 3 to show you. I didn't pull one this week. The whole thing's kind of on pause. I don't know if I'll continue it. It's okay. It's fine. It is what it is. But anyway, this is the last one I showed you. This is a bag from my mother-in-law, and this is a chatelaine. It is, oh God. Whew. So this is a chatelaine. This is one of the first ones. not garden. I obviously have the paper copy. It's a little complicated, but it's all right. So when I showed it to you, oh boy, sorry. I wasn't expecting that. When I showed it to you last, this is too hard to show. I don't. Anyway, I had these four, so I completed all the blue around this one. And I've gone up and I'm starting, there's, parts in the middle of all these now. So these are, I mean, this is 5 different colors of blue. The pattern isn't necessarily, what is that word? I don't know, equal, whatever. You have to pay attention, which is fine. So little by little, this will happen. Or won't, I don't know, it's fine. But I was glad that I got that part. The main thing is, like, because of the pattern, and it's just complicated. So like those interior blues, I made myself a sticky note that said, you know, do this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. Because if I don't do if I did like a corner, I would be done. So I'm making sure I do each part. And then I said, like, do this symbol first, then this symbol, then this symbol, then this symbol, so that it's very easy for me to come back to. So part of the process was, once I finished that bottom, I really had to map out what part I was taking on next, whether there's metallics or whatever in there yet, and then kind of map out again for myself, do this symbol, then this symbol, then this symbol. I'm kind of taking 4 colors at a time. Seems to be kind of the best way to do it. And it's on 32 count, it's 2 strands, which I don't like. And I beat myself up very much every time I stitch on it of how kind of not as neat it looks. But it'll get there, and it's an interesting process. The reading of that chart and the comprehending of it, it's kind of a cool process, so I will stick with it. All right, this was bag 65. This is a blue ribbon design bag. Belinda, she's lovely. Her bags are lovely. And I love this project. I did not get much done on this one, if I'm honest. This is Teresa Koget's Heaven and Nature. Oh, it's so pretty. You need so much floss for this pattern. She's a doozy. And I'm doing it on 40 count platinum. Yeah. I mean, I did okay once you'll see it. So basically what I did this time, I brought this whole border down, and there's a mistake in it somewhere, but that's okay. I brought this border down, and then I've started this next row kind of across. But it is so pretty. Look at that guy. I love him. He is so much part of why I bought it. And I'm not gonna lie, I did consider like framing this, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna keep on going with it. I think it's a beautiful to me. I love that song, and I think this is a non-traditional Christmas piece. And so I just think it's really cool. So we will keep it on with that one. And then this is where I kind of went off the rails. This was bag 66. And this is another of those Sheena Rogers kits. Oops, hold on. I have my pattern on here. Oh. Okay. I'll have to look at that. Anyway, I showed you last time, I think, the Catherine of Aragon badge. And so this is, this one is pizza. I have one that's like this. I should have brought that up. It's an English breakfast. So, but you get 14 count Aida, you get the DMC, and you get backing fabric for the whole thing. So this one I did not do a ton on. I started putting in this crust. And I honestly, I didn't work much on this, but I felt like this was okay because this kit has such like a specific purpose. I have it in a waterproof bag because it's like what I will take to a pool or a park or whatever. When I don't need a light, I can see just fine. It might get schmutz on it, also just fine. So this one has such a specific purpose that I thought, well, this will get touched, especially because the summer is coming. Now again, who knows what my life is going to look like, but this is just one that it's like grab and go. I don't need anything special to read it. I don't need anything special. I can stitch it and pay attention to something else. So I didn't feel too bad about putting that one away because it'll get touched again for sure. All right, so now I'm going to move on to haul. I feel supremely guilty about this haul right now, but I didn't know at the time. And so obviously I won't be having a lot of haul. So yeah, so I don't know. Watch Flosstubes that you want to watch for whatever reason you want to watch them. But there is pressure on people, just so you know. Anyway, we were at the dollar spot at Target and I found these cute things. I found this and I had to have it. It's a little bigger than I thought it was. So I'm going to find a spot for it, but it's a cushy tomato. And then I found this little box. Are sardines having a moment or is that just me? I was like, what? But it's very cool and it's metal. So I thought you could put a little sewing kit in there. You could put a little minder and your needles and that would be a cute little grab and go thing. Did I say dollar spot? The Target dollar spot is where I found these. Okay, and then last time I had talked about starting up the berries, and I have not stitched on my berry anymore. Sorry. But I was looking for suggestions for felt for the top that wasn't just like, you know, Michael's felt. And Kathy Loves Stitching told me about a company called Benzie Design. And so I went on, and what I was really happy to find was they have like curated palettes of colors. And so I bought 2 of the palettes. If I can show this. But so it's like, because when you do the top, you do the green, like you do like a leaf and then you make a flower. So, and I'm no good at color stuff. So I was just really happy they curate these color patterns. And so, I felt like it was very affordable. So I now have a little stash to get me going. And then because now the description on this said it was easy. This thing says it's intermediate. But I don't care. I'm going to try and make him. So this is a full kit. It says inside you will find everything you need to complete your project, including high quality materials, detailed instructions, full scale templates, a stitch guide, DMC embroidery threads, and a needle. But it's a seagull in a hat carrying a fish. So that was a bit of a treat, but I'm sure happy about it. So we'll see when I get to that. we'll see what happens. But so anyway, Kathy loves stitching. Thank you so much for that suggestion. It was absolutely perfect to just go on there and be like, oh, these go together and these go together, and I don't have to figure out kind of what goes together or what it really looks like in real life, and very happy with that purchase. So again, haven't stitched the strawberries, so we will see where that goes. So then I bought these from Etsy, and I just wanted to show you. Oops. I bought these little, these are called, I searched, clay bow centers. So what these are for is like, if you make really big bows, like for kids' hair or whatever, you put this in the middle. So I got a tomato. Hold, please. I got this little tomato. And I got this little eggplant. And I got this little squirrel. And I made them into needle minders. So I wanted to show you, they came in this cute little box. It says packed with love, really beautifully displayed in, well, packaged, like safe in bubble wrap. And then all this cute stuff. And this she gave me as a freebie. It's a snowflake, and I'm gonna keep it to maybe like attach to a finish. But anyway, it came beautifully, and these were $3 each. So if you're looking for an affordable way to make needle minders, these are a really cute idea. Now, a lot of them are like little girls, like I think it's Disney stuff. I'm not a, don't say you're not a, I feel like hellfire will break down if I say I'm not a Disney person. But anyway, they're so cute, and look how sweet that is. The eyes are a little creepy, I'm not gonna lie, but they're really sweet. They came to about $3 each, and just FYI, it's Sherry's Creations were the ones that I found. She did make them after I ordered, so it takes a little bit. But again, I searched clay bow centers on Etsy, and that's where I found them. So anyway, that's just a suggestion if you're looking for kind of an affordable way to make needle minders. All right, next up, my Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine arrived. I have 2 more months of this, 2 more editions of this, so I will look forward to those. And then I got an order, I placed a little order with 123 Stitch. There was a reason, but I can't remember right now. Clearly it was a bird reason. Anyway, I got some pieces of fabric, just basic. These are all just basic. But I bought 1 piece of fabric because I want to stitch this. As the crow flies, I'm going to do, well, I might actually do this part without the words, but I'm going to do this part first. I just think it's so cool. I love these little rows. I mean, I know I'm going to hate stitching them, but these little rows of like gardens that they're picking up. So I got that one. I got, this is very similar to the birds that I have. This is Gathering Together by Scattered Seed Samplers. I'm slowly, or was slowly, trying to collect up the ones that I didn't have from the other clubs. And then I think, who showed this? Somebody showed this on their Flosstube, and so this whole order is their fault. But this is Red-Winged Blackbirds by Carriage House Samplings. Oh. takes me away. It has corn. It has birds. I just love it. I love it. It's 80 wide by 120 high, so it's not giant. It was stitched on Lakeside, so I know I just bought a Zweigart to do it on. Oh, now again, she always charts in NPI. I'm doing the DMC, so we're gonna hope it looks similar. Sometimes they need a little adjusting, so we'll see. But I wish I could remember who showed this. I'm so sorry. Shoot, I'm really sorry. But thank you for the enabling. I enjoyed it. So I got those, and then I got the new Mill Hill. I know I don't need anymore, but I mean, it's a turkey. Anyway, I just had to. This is one of the brand new ones. And then, interestingly enough, when my order came, it did not have this pattern. It had this pattern. So I contacted them. I contacted 123 Stitch and they made it right. But I have this pattern. So I'm not going to do it right now because I just don't know how my life looks. But this will be a giveaway at some point because I already have it. I actually bought the kit from Hobby House when it came out. And it's sitting in there somewhere. So anyway, then the last thing, a lovely friend at Stitching made these for everybody, and it's so sweet. And I do not know, oh, this is not the last thing. I do not know how I'm going to be able to show you. So this is either a counting pin. So, well, let me just show it this way. There's a needle on it. So you can either use it as like a counting pin or as like a D stitcher. That's not the word. But look how pretty this is. She made that. How cute, that little heart at the bottom. See that? I can't really see what you're seeing, but it's super pretty and super cute. And so thank you so, so much. I have it in my little, my Winterbury box, but I keep it in this because it is pointy. So thank you so, so much. One last thing I did get is a pattern from M. Kissa Creations. In her most recent Flosstube, she had 2 releases of new patterns. So go watch that one. And I did buy this one. Mind your P's and Q's. I love that. It has a pun. It has my veggies. Like, so happy. So go support her. She has another one. It's also a pun. Just go watch her video and support her in her design endeavors. I think that's so exciting. So anyway, that's all I have. It's a little short this time, and that's okay. That's what this will be. So again, I don't know when I'll be back. I don't know how things will look. But I am going to focus on finishing 12 days, finishing Theodore. I don't know. I've been calling him Thomas for a long time. Finishing Theodore, finishing my bird kit, and finishing my Mill Hill kit. And by that time, we should definitely be into June and summer vacation, and we will see what that holds for me and my family. And so send love out to people. A lot of people need it right now. And I appreciate you coming here. I appreciate you watching and spending your time with me. And if you have any questions, or I misspoke, or I'm kind of out of it. So if you have any questions, leave me a comment. If you just liked something, leave me a comment. I love the comments and they bring me joy. And I could use some of that right now, if I'm being honest. So we are going to say goodbye. Again, my clicker broke, so I'm going to have to lean across. And if we get back here, we'll do it again. All right. Bye.